Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? So there's a man that's like sick of his girlfriend, like he's sick of being with this woman. Like this man is purposely doing things to this woman in the relationship, or acting in ways or saying things that like will cause a breakup because truly this man doesn't want to be with this woman. He doesn't want to be with her. So it's like this man wants to like completely just hurt this woman so that she can leave him alone. Because when this man speaks to this woman and tells her like, yo, I don't want to be with you, this woman just snaps, right? And does crazy things, says crazy things, acts in crazy ways. This man perceives that as very immature and childish, okay? This man perceives this woman as someone who lacks within their own womanhood. This man has no respect or love for this woman. It's like he was trying to be in a relationship with her in hopes that, he can build something or it will lead to something, but it didn't. It never will, is what I just heard as well, clairaudiently. It never will. Yeah, it's that same energy. Look, it's that same energy. This man's trying to break up with this woman. Like he's really trying to leave her. And every day, as he's trying to leave this woman, it's not working out because this woman keeps acting crazy and crazy and crazier and crazier, right? And it's like, it's not that this man is not trying hard enough to leave. It's that this woman is invading this man's life, breaking boundaries and being completely a nuisance, okay? We have the full reversed. This man regrets ever even having a conversation with this woman. He regrets ever even looking her way. All he wants is for this to all end. He wishes that just it could all end. Hence, he's acting the way he is towards her, saying these things or doing what he's doing because he wants things to end. He doesn't see a future with this woman. He doesn't even see this woman as a woman. He thinks this woman is still in her girlhood energy, unable to stand in her womanhood because there is no womanhood to stand on. Okay? This man is fed up. Like he's sick of this woman, like literally. He wishes he never met her. Now, with that being said, this woman is the type of woman that says all types of things to this man to degrade him in his own manhood. and then expects this man to love her or see her with loving eyes. It's like, what are you even talking about? You nothing but a pest. Like, get the hell out of my life. That's this man's energy. All this woman does is break this man down with her words, but it doesn't affect this man because this man doesn't even take her seriously. It's like, what the hell? It's like when this woman started showing her true colors to this man, this man was like, nah, how did I miss this? How did I not see this? How did I not? And force this man to go inside, go within, and be like, you know what? I really made a bad decision here. How did I make this bad decision? And then he remembered that when this woman was still trying to, like when they were still beginning this relationship, this woman was coming off as very mature. And this man, he's pissed about the fact that there are still women that lie about who they are to other people. It's like, oh, you, all that was just an act. Like, you just be acting. Like, what the hell? Like, this man's just pissed that there are people like this in life. Like, you really are not real. Like, you just a phony, you fake. You ain't nothing. Like, and it just made this man realize that people really be lying about who they are. Like, people really be lying about who they are. This woman came off a specific type of way, you know, all mature, you know, talking all this nonsense about, you know, being a divine feminine or being a woman of honor or value or showing up as one, but they're not. Like, and that's the thing. When something is not real, it takes only a matter of time for the truth to come out. Or when someone isn't real, it takes a matter of time for truth to come out. You can only stay in the moon energy for a specific time until the sun rises. We have the moon here. This woman tried to stay in the moon energy for as long as she could. She tried to mask and cloak her identity in this man's eyes so that he doesn't see her for who she is, but sees her for who she wants him to believe she is. This woman has no security and safeness within herself. Like, when she sees another woman, whether it's a stranger or someone she's connected to, she's immediately just intimidated by that person's womanhood because she has no womanhood within her. This is like a little girl in a woman's body. This woman is not in alignment with herself at all. Hence, this man even regrets knowing her. It's like, man, how did I ever, like, man, like some things, man, like just mistakes. This man's trying to let this go. Like, he really doesn't want anything to do with this person. To him, it's just to him, she's a stranger already. Like, literally. To him, she's just a stranger. A stranger that wants to matter, but doesn't. Not to him, at least. Like, this woman is talking to this to this man's friends, crying to this man's friends. Like, that's just weird, man. Like, telling this man's friend about how this man is treating her, as if like these men that are connected to this masculine energy, as if this man's friends don't already know that this woman ain't right in the mind. They already see her as unstable and really immature. They can't even believe how she lied about it, or how she just portrayed herself. You know, when someone just pretends for so long that it's actually quite believable until it's not. Until it's like, hey, the hell? You know, like, man, what the hell? Yeah, that's it. Until it comes out. We have the sun. Look at that. What did I say? And as I spoke it, it showed itself. It's like this woman is being seen for who she is. This man sees this woman as just a big mistake that he's learning from. He now knows that not everything is as it seems just because it seems the way it is at that time. He knows not to take it for what it looks like at that time. He knows better and how to handle, you know, a relationship or being in one. Because this man was genuine and sincere in how he cared and how he showed love to this woman. That was genuine for him. It was. Right? And he regrets giving his cup of love to this woman. He wishes he would have held back, right? But he knows, to just let it go. It is what it is. It's just a learning curve. And he wants nothing more than to get rid of this person in his life, right? So there's things he's doing, ways he's acting, and, things he's saying to this woman to just make this woman hate him enough to walk away. Because when this man tells this woman, hey, I want nothing to do with you, leave me alone, this woman still says things like, oh, but you remember this time you said you loved me, or you remember this time that you and I, you named me this in your contact list, isn't that real? Isn't It's like, this man's like, are you serious, bro? Really grow up. Like, the hell, grow up. So because this man, to him, this woman is already a stranger, right? So because of that, he's already detached fully. He's already moved on. To him, she's nothing, right? He doesn't care if she flirts with someone. He, like, man, do whatever you want. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This man is not putting in any work or effort or anything of himself. He's not giving his energy to this woman. And he's not willing to change that, because he knows that, this is just an immature little girl who thinks she's someone she's not, and manipulates people's emotions and thoughts to get her way. And when she doesn't get her way, she goes sporadic and thinks that's freaking mature. And like, yeah, it's like, this woman is just weird. These be the women that make men question other women. They ruin it for other women. Because, like, if you can come into my life and pretend the way you did, that means you can as well, and you can, and you can. And it just makes this man very paranoid about opening up himself again. Moving forward, he's very paranoid about being in another relationship. We have the Chariot. But he wants to, and he's willing. He seeks a partner. He's just very nervous and paranoid about it because of this relationship. And it's just a matter of, like, damn, like, people be lying. Like, he just can't believe how this woman just lied about who she is like that. You be pretending, you say that, but you lying? Like, for real? Now, that's sick, man. That's sick. But it's not stopping this man from believing in love. We have the Queen of Cups. He still believes. He still wants love. He has a right to feel the way he does. Paranoid and just kind of like nervous about wanting someone else or wanting to be with someone else. But he's looking at it as the type of lesson of, at least I learned from this type of relationship, not anything deep where now we have kids or we married or she's lied her way into my heart and I'm in love with something that isn't there. So he's grateful for that, but still nervous and paranoid within himself because he's just shocked at how this woman just is like nothing like what she's presented herself to be in the beginning. This man didn't think, like, he didn't. What shocks him the most is like women really do that, like, because everyone experiences things for the first time, right? Unless you've gone through it countless times or you've done it countless times, you said it countless times. But when you go through it for the first time and you experience it for the first time, it's a different experience. Because it just unlocks things in you that weren't there before, like thoughts or emotions. And this man's thoughts and emotions are tied to a new perspective, a new understanding, right? He doesn't see women the same. He looks at women completely differently. He's like, man, what was the aim of you lying to me like that? Like, with this Temperance energy, he's just wondering what this woman was hoping to gain in the end of all of this. What was this whole facade about? What was this whole illusion about? What were you trying to get out of this or gain out of this? Like, what do you actually want? Like, you weird. Like, this man just like, ugh. So at this time, I see that he's moved on already within himself. No matter if this woman's still texting him or in his energy, or they're still going back and forth in certain ways, but to him, she's dead to him. Like, he doesn't care if she's alive or not. He wishes that one day he never hears from her again. Like, this man's over it. Like, literally. Yeah, but that's the thing about this man. He still wants to be in a relationship. He's still seeking a partner, right? So as he's already detached from everything and he's just not interested, there's you. It's like this man, he hasn't given up on love or being in a relationship or anything like that, you know. So this is a man whom you know him, but not in a way of you've been connected to him before, but his name, it won't be a new name to you. You've heard about him, or you've known him before, or there's some form of history here, but it's not based on any relationship or anything like that. Like, you've known this man before, or you know him. He's around, or he was, right? It's either he's still in your energy or he was in your energy. His name won't be like, oh, who's that? You'll be like, oh, or oh yes, oh him, oh oh so and so, So this could be at work, a friend, a colleague, it's like a known stranger to you in your area, your neighborhood. Like, you know him based on the fact that he lives somewhere close to you as well. Could be that, or you've been in a certain you've been in a certain place together. Like, some of you, this could be a man from high school or college. Like, it's like that sort of a man that never came forward and expressed emotions to you, but he was there, right? Or there was never anything, but he was there. So take it out, applies, take it out, resonates for your reality, beloved, your life and your world. Let's tap in further here, okay? Let's see. It's like, when this man looks at this woman, he sees an attention hungry, unstable person. Attention hungry and unstable. Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Attention hungry and unstable. And he's just like, man, I should have never. But he didn't know. Like, this woman presented herself to be a specific type of way, but she was really just the Queen of Wands reversed. A woman who manipulates her identity to manipulate the other person. If I have to act like this, speak like this, go here, do this, I'll do it just to manipulate you. That's this type of woman here. Just to get my way with you, just to get you the way I want you, right? So this man, he fully understands now that not every woman has good intentions, and not every woman is the same, obviously, right? But now he has a clearer perspective of it. Yeah, he has a clearer perspective of it. He understands it on a different level because he's seen and experienced his own thing with it. Right? Let's tap in further. So this woman is getting desperate to keep this man under her control because she clearly sees that he's gone. Like he's not even there. He's not even present. Right? She feels crazy. She feels psycho because of how she's been going about everything towards this man and this situation. And she inside herself already knows this man will never take her seriously or want her. So, yeah, she's planning to sneak him. We have the Seven of Swords. So as she's planning to sneak him, what this man is planning to do is to move on. And this man wants to come towards you. He wants to have a relationship with you. But he has this karmic woman who just is delusional and unstable and attention hungry, weird and immature and childish in who she is. But this man doesn't care. We have the Sun. This man knows who he is, right? He knows who he is. He's not going to be led by someone yelling and cussing and saying all types of... He doesn't care. So this man's coming towards you. So this woman is well aware of who you are because there's something she saw on his phone. And this is not about, this is not something you intentionally, it's one of those situations where, you know, when you stalk someone on a specific app, or when you've asked about someone through a text messages, or when there's a specific picture, or just there's certain information about someone on another person's phone, right? And it's not about, that person who's on the phone. It's more about whose phone that is and why they have that person on their phone. It's not about who's on the phone. It's about who the phone belongs to and why that person has that type of information on their phone. This woman has seen something on this man's phone that has to do with you. And it was clear, what she saw was clear, that this man, it brought her awareness about the fact that this man has already moved on and wants to be with you. So whatever she saw, right? It's like there's a level of delusion that is tied to this woman that is really concerning. It's like she has no self-worth. Even if this man were to kiss someone in front of her, sleep with someone in front of her, her self-worth is 0%. She's still going to be like, oh, you must be with me. You must and this man literally is looking at this woman very concerned about her mental state of being. Like, are you really that sick in the mind? Something's wrong with you. And all that he's concerned about is moving forward as well, right? From that. He's concerned about the fact that I've been around you all this time and you sick in the mind like this, and you lying like this about who you are. Damn, I gotta head out. You sick in the mind. It's like this man's like, damn, I don't even care what happens to you or who you be with next. I just feel sorry for them because they don't know what they're dealing with. You're going to lie your way into them as well and pretend again. Sicko. Like, this man's really touched because he dealt with this. He tolerated this, and he was genuine, sincere, real, authentic, and original about who he is to her. And he just feels dumb a little bit because it's like, man, how did I miss this? Because he can clearly see the insanity and the craziness in this woman. And because he's already been deliberately trying to say things, act in ways, and do things that will make any person in a sane state of being walk away. If something is done to someone and they're normal in the head, they're in the sane state of being, they'll walk away. So this man has been trying to do things to this woman that if he were to do it to a normal person or someone who's normal in the head or sane minded in the head, if this man were to do things like that to someone like that, it's like there's things he's saying to this woman, ways he's acting. There's a way in which there's things he's doing, right? To, you know, when you're trying to do things, say things, and act in ways that will push the other person away. And then you see that as you're doing these things, saying these things, and acting in these ways, it's just making this person more insane and delusional and crazy. And you're just like, man, something's really wrong with you. Because any normal person who knows who they are would have long ago just moved on. Not put themselves through this, because this is completely insane. Hell, I would have moved on. That's what this man's saying. It's like, if I put myself through what I'm putting you through, or if I went through what I'm putting you through, I would have been moved on. Because this man is just acting like completely cold, detached, just completely just like, you know. And anyone who is within their body, within their mind and heart and spirit, and knows who they are and understands themselves enough and loves themselves would never put up with that. They would walk away. That's what's making this man concerned about the fact that something is wrong with this woman. And he just needs to get away. He doesn't care. He just doesn't want any part of it. He wants to run away is what I'm seeing here. He don't give a damn. It's like, imagine dating someone and they come off a certain way in the beginning just for you to see their true colors, that they're just really weird, unstable, and completely a liar. Who would stay? Who would put up with that? Who would care? The hell? There's nothing to care about. This woman has been trying to push this man to be the way he used to be with her, because this woman doesn't want to see this man with another person. But it's not because she loves him. It's because this woman is not okay in her mind. Something's wrong with her. We have the 10 of Cups reversed. This is a karmic woman with an insatiable desire to keep this man stuck in her energy. But this man's been gone. Just because this man is putting up with things in her eyes, that's how she sees it. This man's not putting up with anything. He's just hoping that this woman gives up eventually and disappears. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. This man's sick of even looking at this woman. Like, looking at this woman just brings him utter disgust. It's just like, damn, man, get away from me. Like, and oh girl, sis is just pushing it. And this man's like, man, you really sick, man. But anyway, I'm gonna do me. That's what this man is on. Like, he's doing him, right? So he's not looking at you, being on you to spite her, or it's not, he doesn't care about her. She means nothing to him. So back to the fact that this man wants to be in a relationship with you. He's going to come forward and express his love to you, right? And this woman knows that. She sees already what's going on, because this woman saw something in this man's phone that it's like something that was quite clear. You know, it's clear that, oh, you like her, or you want to be with her. There's her in the picture, or there's you want new, or you going, or like, yes, girl, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, yeah, duh, like, sis, you weird. Like, this man's like weirded out. Like, he's really weirded out. Like, I'm hearing, this time won't you save me? This time won't you save me? He wants you to save him. He's like, damn, I know that when I go there, I ain't gonna deal with none of this. Because there's something about the woman you are that this man knows you don't play that. We have the 9 of Swords. And this woman can see it also. This woman can see that you're a different breed. You're a different archetype of a woman. One which she'll never amount to, because she doesn't work on herself. She does things like this. It's weird, girl. Do something with it. We have the Queen of Swords. It's like this woman clearly sees what this man sees in you. Like, she can see it. And she's like, if she can see it, that means he sees it. And it's making her completely just in the nine of swords. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, he sees her. He sees her. Like, girl, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Like, some things are just, man. And she's still choosing to hold on. Now, what she saw on his phone, she didn't try to make it known that she saw something. She tried to play it off like this man gives a damn. Like, girl, whether you play it off or you tweak about it, it won't change anything. We have the Four of Pentacles. This man doesn't care. Like, not a little bit, not a tiny, like, no. So this woman's holding on to what she saw on this man's phone. Like, she keeps going back and forth in her mind about what she saw. Like, she keeps like thinking about it, having flashbacks and reminiscing and all these memories about it, while she's simultaneously trying to keep this man in the energy that was in the beginning of the relationship, when the lie was believable about who she was. So this man is going to come towards you. But just know what's been happening in the background. But it has nothing to do with you. Just know what he's dealt with, okay? He is looking for something real, something genuine, something sincere, okay? It's real to this man. And he sees it already in you that you are unlike anyone that he's dealt with. Like, there's a way in which you present yourself to the world, but also there's a way in which you are. And this man, because he's been in your energy somehow, he's well aware that you're not Little Miss Pretend Game here. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. Like, this man, when he talks to his friends about everything, he tells them like, man, I can't believe there's women like this in the world that just lie about who they are. They just lie. And the friends be like, yo, it be like that. And he be like, yo, I didn't know that. I thought when someone presents themselves to you, because they're going to be in a relationship, don't they think that at some point the lie will fade? It won't be believable anymore? That's what, like, this man's deeply just like concerned about the fact that he fell for this. But then a part of him knows that it's a part of life, yes, but he's also like, damn, like, that's just weird. Right? And he's also wondering what she was hoping to gain. Like, what were you hoping to gain from this, girl? It's weird. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this man is a slow-moving energy. He's in slow-moving energy right now because he's trying to take it easy on himself. He's not trying to just abruptly, just immediately get into another relationship, but he's keen to move on, and he's very interested in being in a relationship with you because he thinks that you're going to change his world. Once he deals with a woman like you, all that he's dealt with will just fade away and become nothingness. He feels like you're going to just completely heal him from all this trauma, because it does cause a little bit of trauma if you deal with things like this all the time. But this man has dealt with a lot of things, just not someone who's lied through their teeth the way this woman has. But the woman in which you are makes this man feel like, okay, there's hope. I can't just, compare, because there's no comparing you. Yeah, and he's not in an egotistical state of being or wanting to control, you, or wanting to be, he's not worried about, oh, you have this, you look like this, or you do this. This man just wants something real. He just wants something real. And he's looking for it in you. He has chosen to come to you next, even though he's in slow moving energy, but he's going to come forward nonetheless because he wants to be in a relationship with you. He might want to take things easy. He might want to start in a slow pace. He might want the speed to just be a little bit, mellow and just chilled. You can start off as friends, can start off as, getting to know one another instead of just jumping right into a relationship. This man just wants to get to know you. He's doing things differently now. He wants to actually get to know you before he's just like, oh, I like you. Let's get into a relationship. Yeah, let's get into a relationship. No. And then you figure out you know the person while you're in a relationship with them, and then it turns out you don't like the person that they are, let alone love. You're like, damn, I made a mistake. And this man's realizing that the mistake was to not get to know the person, because he thinks that he would have at least picked up on the red flags, no matter how much of a liar she was, if he made the effort to slow it down and start as friends, or as, something that is being built upon, not just like, oh, immediately we dating. No. So he wants to do different with you. He's willing to be friends, hang out, just be friends, and get to know one another, and see if it's actually worth being in a relationship, right? Or you guys would be great friends, or, nothing at all. He just wants to do things differently. He doesn't want to get hurt or anything like that. And he's not hurt about this woman. He's just shocked at how much of a liar she is. Like, girl, that's disgusting, man. And he's embarrassed a little bit as well. Like, he's low-key just like ashamed to even like have like been with this woman like that. Like, ew, like we have the Four of Wands reversed. He wishes he could take it all back. Like, I wish I never like did that with you, said that to you. Like, nah, like you weren't that. But he's learning, right? He's learning. And no matter how this woman chooses to go about this man will never want her. Not now, not in the future, not ever. This man is over it. It's like, man, like, get away from me. What the hell's wrong with you? Liar. So this man, as he comes towards you, he's going to be very chill, very calm, very caring and willing and compassionate and very empathetic. A lot of empathy that I'm channeling from this man. He's going to want to have long conversations, just spend a lot of time talking and discussing life and seeing how you think and how you feel about things, and what you like and who you are. He just wants to know you. And then he's hoping that develops into more, you create a bond, and he hopes that it builds into something that is worth it in the end, right? Because he really wants a relationship. I'm being drawn to the Two of Cups here. He really wants a relationship, okay, beloved? He really does. And he's coming to you healed. Like I said, he's not hurt by this woman. He doesn't care. Like, he's like, sis, just get away. And he's hoping that, you are willing. He's a little bit nervous, paranoid, but he's not letting that like control and dictate his heart and his mind and his spirit and his body. He's just taking it as a normal experience. Anyone would be like paranoid and a little bit nervous to get into something new or anything like that after what this man has dealt with, right? After being lied to. So as he comes towards you, he wants to know who you are. He doesn't want to just like, oh, straight away we in a relationship. No, he wants to get to know you. All right. And he wants to do it right this time, because he doesn't want the same energy to follow him with the Justice reversed. He doesn't want the same energy to follow him, the same spirit, the same experience. He doesn't want it to follow him. He wants a change. He wants different, and he wants something real. And this woman didn't ruin that for him. She just showed him that some woman ain't right. And not every tear is to be cared about. Not every, word is to be believed just because it's being spoken. No. Okay, I thank you so much for your time. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, On my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.